Alright, it's so good to have all of you here. Welcome to today's class. I believe from our previous class we've all installed or downloaded or signed up with our Figma and we have created the Figma account. So welcome to Intro to Figma, Figma beginners, knowing Figma. If you don't have an idea of Figma, don't worry. As far as you follow the series of the class to this point, but if you have not, please you go back and check previous video from introduction to graphics like Photoshop to this point. It's going to help you a lot. It's not really compulsory that you must pass through that stage, but that stage will help you a lot. It will open your idea, it will brighten your idea a lot on this. It's like a new step up to this. Okay, so let's go. So at this point, you'll be designing beautiful application interface with Figma. And welcome to Figma. Let's look at what we have. So we're going to start with knowing design, knowing what design is all about again, because it's still design we are looking at. So let's talk about design. So design is a plan or a drawing produced to show the look and function or working of a building, garment, or other object before it's been made. So before something will be produced, before you produce something, it must have a sketch, it must have an architectural structure of it before it be made. Be it a car, be it a building, be it clothes, anything, you must have an architectural structure of it before it's being made, right? Alright, so a design is a plan, a structure to show the look and function of stuffs before they are being created. Now let's look at graphic design. Graphic design is defined as the art and practice of planning and projecting these ideas and experiences with visual and textual content. So the process of you bringing ideas of text, experiences with visual and textual content in a way that it will be appealing for people to see and understand is graphic design. And UI UX is under graphic design. Graphic design is a cover of all both web design, UI UX, marketing design, advertising design, motion design, etc. etc. So UI graphic design is a mother of all. So let's move. So in other terms, graphic design communicates certain ideas or messages in a visual way. What we mean visual way in a way that people can see and understand what you are saying. So this visual can be as simple as a business logo, or as complex as a page layout on a website, right? So in other terms, design, according to this man, Steve Jobs, design is not just what it looks like or feel like, or design is not just what it looks like and feel like. Design is how it works. So in other terms, learn how to design with your mind and not your sight. Don't focus on the beauty of the design and forget about the message you are trying to pass to the audience. Let people see your design, let people see your UI, let's see people see your prototypes and understand what you are trying to say to the audience. That's what design is all about. It's all about the message you are passing. It's not about what you want. It's not about what you are trying to do. It's about what the people will understand. So learn to design with your mind and not your sight. In other way, you will communicate rightly to your audience. Continue. So design is not just what it looks like and feel like. Design is how it works. So welcome to UI UX, user interface and user experience, right? Now let's look at the meaning of a UI, user interface. The user interface is the graphical layout of an application. It consists of the buttons the user clicks on, the text they read, the messages, sliders, text entry field, and all the rest of the items the user interacts with. This includes screen layout, transitions, interface animations, and every single micro interaction. So at this point, you'll be adding things like layout, frames, unlike in a Photoshop, where you'll be adding things like document file sizes, maybe Illustrator, you hear artboards. Yeah, even in Photoshop, you hear artboards, files, documents, A4, A5. In this, at this point, you'll be hearing frames, layouts, Android, desktop, tablet view, this that mode, and all the rest. We are in prototypes, components, constants, variants, variables, and all the rest. So let's go. So now let's look at the UX. UX stands for user experience. The user experience of the app is determined by how they interact with it. Is determined by how they interact with the app. So after the design is the interaction. After the UI is the interaction of the application. Understand? So let's go. So after you have designed, you now show your clients, okay, at this point, this button, when you click on this button, let's say you have a design like this, and you have a sign up button here, login button here, and you can say when you click on sign up, it will take you to a page at which you sign up. So let's say these 4 pages, these 4 frames here are your welcome page, whereby you slide. Some applications normally have like 4, 2, 3 um page or layers of a welcome page, whereby they are trying to introduce you more. They're trying to introduce you more to the application, trying to show you more details of the application. So they might create like 4 different layers, 4 different pages to the welcome page, and they have images before they will not tell you to sign up or you log in to your details. Understand? So all these things are the interaction you will be doing. When you click on sign up, it take you to a sign up page where you put your details. When you click on login, it take you to login where you put your details and you move into the home page of the application. So that has to do with all interactions. Now, the tool we'll be using for this is Figma, the Figma design tool. So let's get started with Figma as your design tool. So before we do that, we're going to see some other applications like Sketch Pro and Adobe XD and Figma. So let's get started with Figma. Figma is called the collaborative interface design tool, and it stands out for its collaboration feature. It gives the user the ability to share design files with multiple teams. It gives users the ability to share a design file with multiple team members, um and get instant feedback from each other via comments. Right. So let's go. So why do we use Figma? Why using Figma for this course? Now, Figma came out as the first design tool that utilized the power and accessibility of the web while promising the same powerful features you did expect from a native app. So Figma was the first to bring out this collaborative feature that is very nice. We can stay in different environments, we can stay far away and connect as far as we have the same team, create a team together. If you remember when you are installing your Figma, when you are signing up your Figma, it asks you for your team and all the rest. So there's a point at which you can create your team wherever you are, you can do your job, build your prototype and make good money. Understand? So now let's look at some other apps like Sketch Pro, Figma, and XD. And let's start with Sketch. Sketch is one of the best known UI UX design applications, and for a good reason. Not only have they been around since 2010, but Sketch Pro pioneered many of the tools that are now commonplace across all digital product design applications. Sketch is only available on Mac, however, which can be off-putting to some users. And so it's very powerful. Sketch is another beautiful application. They have the same collaborative features and it's very beautiful, and it's available only on the Mac OS. So now, Figma is an application available in both the desktop app and the web app, which is your browser too, and mobile version. It allows real-time vector-based design collaboration from anywhere with an internet connection, enabling its users to create industry-leading interfaces with greater efficiency. Now, Adobe X, gone are those days of creating websites and applications in Photoshop. Adobe X is Adobe takes on a vector-based design tool, an application specifically designed to create realistic prototype from ideation to production. So Adobe XD can be used standalone or as part of the bigger Adobe Creative Cloud suite. Okay, so now let's look at the Figma editor. At this point, you'll be trying to get familiar with the Figma editor, with the Figma editor. Hmm? So look at some interface, the tools, what you'll be doing, panels, and all the rest. So once you've created an account with Figma, you'll be directed to the Figma dashboard, which contains detail as well as different tabs. So this is where you can create new files, import files, go through your recent files, or search through the existing ones. So this is your Figma dashboard. Like we are trying to explain. So once you have created an account, you'll be directed to the Figma dashboard. So this is the Figma dashboard, um which contains the details as well as different tabs. These are my previous jobs, these are my previous designs, and all the rest. My jobs, things I've done. So it's automatically saved for you. You don't need to start creating or saving. Once you connected to the internet, it's saved automatic for you. So this is where you create a new design file. If you want to start a new design file, this is where you import file. This is a new Figma file. This panel is for you can go to your community from here. This is my account, Alali Photographics. My theme can change it from light to dark. Use dark theme. So I move to that. You can go back to light. I like light things, but no problem. If I want to create a team, I can create my team from here. These are my teams I've been working with. A lot of teams, a lot of them working, doing some project together. Okay, so you might know how, but don't worry. As you start designing, you communicate with a lot of persons to build nice prototype. So this is where you import files, recent files, search through your files, and all the rest. So most of modern design tools, especially the UI design tools, look almost the same. This is so that the user doesn't feel overwhelmed while working on different tools. Migrating from one tool, the editor is everywhere you end up once you create a new file. So let's say I create a new file. Still have other files that helps you like workflow and all the rest. So once you click on create new file, this is the interface that you have. This is the interface that you have. So on the middle toolbar, this is your toolbar. This is your hand tool, your resources, text, pen tool. If you click on this drop down, you will see your pen tool, your pencil tool. You come here, your rectangle, your line tool, your arrow, your ellipse, polygon, star, etc. etc. Want to place an image, you can use here to place your image. Then this is your frame, very important. The shortcut is F to draw a frame. Once I click on this frame tool, this is where your layout starts. If you click on this frame tool, you will come to this panel, you will see different frame sizes for phone, tablet, desktop, presentation, watch, paper, and all the rest. Archive, Google Pixel, iPhone. And one beautiful thing with Figma, once there is a new update on maybe iPhone, they update the app too. So you see, if you click on phone, you see iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Pro, and all the rest. So if I come to desktop, you see MacBook Air, normal desktop, iPhone TV. Click on tablet, you see tablet, iPad Pro, and all the rest. If I come to archive, we see different Google Pixel, iPhone 11 Pro Max. Sometimes I love using this Google Pixel 2 XL for normal Android. Hmm. Okay, so you still have layers here. Once you create something on this your workspace, it appears on your layer panel. Very, very important. Once you create something in your workspace here, it appears on your layer panel. If I draw a shape, let's say I pick my rectangle and I draw a shape like this, the shape appears on my layer panel. Hmm? So I can corner the edge of curve the edge of this shape like this. Just click on these dots to edit your shape. Draw a rectangle here. You can see my workspace. I can make this a component. We will talk about components very soon. So if I click on this drop down here, this is the move tool. So whenever I use any tool, I click on the move tool to release or let go of the tool. So this drop down here for quick access like file, new design file, edit, view, object, text, and all the rest. So the middle toolbar contains the file name. Let's say I don't have any file already. Let's say I don't have any file. So the middle toolbar contains the file name. I don't have any title for the file. It will be as default draft or untitled by default. So you can simply click on it and edit it. Let me say project. You can edit the name and you have draft projects. The project name will be draft by default containing particular file. So you can change the project name to move the file to another project. So I can name, I'll still rename it. Let me say from project to hustle. Let me use the word hustle. So I can make your change your project files and all the rest. So now this is how we use, this is the Figma interface. So we have share where you can share your job through the link. The link pops out. You can make your user to person you want to share the work to can view it, you can edit it, you can make the person an editor, or you share to your team. You understand? Copy, just click on either can view or can edit, then you copy the link and just share it to the person. You understand? So this is dev mode. If I have something, if I have job, if you're working on something and I click on dev mode, it changes to dev mode is for developers to give me some code of this and all the rest. But right now we're not going to the dev mode. Let me not drive it to another aspect. Calm down. So let me go back to design. So it gives me the code for the width and size of this. I can easily send it to the developer to use it, right? So at this, I can fill the color. So once you have any file here, any shape, any item here, you see some properties that govern that item by this side, right? So this is your, I can change this color from here to the field. In your previous class in Photoshop, we talked about field colors and stroke, adding field colors. I can change this color here by clicking here and doing what I want to do. Can add a stroke here, can increase the size of the stroke through this place and click and drag. I can draw a shape, sorry, can draw a rectangle and use shift to draw a perfect shape. See, change the color to whatever I want. I can come use this point to edit it. So make it an arc, do whatever I want to do. Divide this just like this. So many things you can do. You can add, let's say I want to add drop shadow to this. Can come add stroke if I want to add stroke. Can change the color of the stroke. Let's say I'm using blue. Increase the size of the stroke. Oh, this is blue, 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 blue. Stand. If I want to zoom, I'll do Control plus or Control minus. I hold my Control key and I scroll with my mouse, just like this. If I want to add a shadow, let me delete the stroke, and delete the stroke. use your minus to go add. If I want to add a shadow, I just come to effect, zoom out, a bit, which click on the drop down. I see inner shadow, drop shadow, layer, blur, background blur, etc. So I want drop shadow. And let me zoom out a bit. That see. Can click here to adjust the shadow. Click on this particular place to adjust the shadow, increase blurriness, the spread of the shadow. I can increase it. I can change the color, increase the opacity of the shadow. Let's say I'm using 40. This time, let me zoom out a bit. So Figma is very wide, very wide. So if I have a frame and I want to export, I can export element by clicking on this plus to export. If I use PNG, JPEG, SVG, PDF, etc. to export instant. So let's say I want to start creating frames, and start doing some prototype. I can use my hand tool to move around, move around, move around, move around. I can use the rectangle, polygon, draw a polygon shape. See color that I want to use. I can draw a star. I can manipulate the star like this to different sizes of a polygon. Okay, so can use the pen tool to make a sketch. Just click. I will fill in a. I'll click on fill to add a fill color inside. Add a plus and all the rest. So if I can make colors to be gradient. Let's say I'm done with this pen tool. Just click on the first tool to let go of the tool. So I can make this shape to have gradient effect. Come to the fill effect panel, click on eclipse. That is linear, eclipse, gradient, and all the rest. So at this point, you can see this is giving me a gradient kind of color. You can change the color, set it to the way I want. Right. So, alright, so the more I input files, the items here, my layers are generating. Just as you have layers in your Photoshop, you still have layers here. So if you are good in Photoshop, knowing this won't be difficult for you at all, right? So at this point, we're going to stop here. In the next class, we'll be creating frames and showing you how to use your frames and design layer, buttons, CTA, creating interactive components, and see how we can grow from there. So before you go, like and always try to follow my videos, like and subscribe to the courses, subscribe to the videos so that you see many options